So this is what I learned about Kendall based on her assessment. Um, let's start with OPEX body. Most of her skin folds are within the healthy range. There's few the subscap and the mid-arcs that are actually on the sort of lower norm, below the 10 millimeter sort of norm. But based on her, medical history and where she's currently at with her recovery and all that, there is, general tissue atrophy, be it muscle or even fat. Like there's not much to her. So based on these skin folds, but also based on our consult, and sort of as any person in their mid-20s, there's no sort of awareness of good healthy nutrition. So that's going to be one of our main focuses in the initial 4 weeks to get her back on track, help her with her recovery, but also support a bit more physical activity and try to rebuild the muscle tissues. If you look at OPEX move, I mean, it is what it is. Suffering from pneumonia, obviously her lung capacity is very low. So just getting on the air down and getting through the 10 minutes was a big win personally for me, and I think for her too, because she didn't really think she'd be able to maintain any sort of effort for that sort of time duration. But we got through it. She was fine. It's a good benchmark, stepping stone to see how well her recovery is tracking. So we how this gonna impact her training. We obviously gonna have to do sort of low, steady, slow intensity sort of cardio or sustain to just start building at the aerobic capacity and the lung capacity back up. And then OPEX, that was OPEX work. OPEX move, there was a few tests that I have to sort of take out just based on like the positioning of her scar tissue and just general kind of lack of loading in that sort of range of motion. So we took out the reverse planks and the side planks, and it just put a bit too much pressure on her shoulders. The rest of it was fine. Movement's not ideal. There's definitely lack of thoracic extension, and then single leg function. I think it's more so to do with like just being bedridden for 30 days and just not having the muscle tissue to support her own body weight, the coordination and all that. So that I'm assuming that's going to come up fairly nicely over the next few weeks as we start training and building the muscles. So all in all, we are in a good starting place. There's lots of things that I have to be aware of, be it rebuilding, all the structural balance, focusing on aerobic capacity and setting healthy sort of nutrition protocols to help build up her awareness around nutrition, but also help her with her recovery and training. So that's Kendall.